You expected me to grab food from here, huh? Nope, I'm on a diet. What's going on with you guys? TheCaliEffect, king of games here, and don't you judge me. You knew what this was from the start. Kind of good though. I mean, look, Nutella is good, dog. It's like a peanut butter substitute. What's going on with you guys? TheCaliEffect, king of games here, and call your union manager, call your union boss. Today, we're going to be doing an ABC deck profile. Now, ABC post-Blazing Vortex actually gets a whole lot stronger. It's a potential tier 1 candidate because searching Union Hanger now becomes even easier due to Pot of Prosperity. With that being said, we do have a live duel of ABC against one of the decks that are rising in the contention meta. If you haven't seen it, then you might want to see it. It's a game that you will love. ABC's job is very simple. Strike, unionize, make ABC Dragon Buster. At least, that's how I think it works. This deck is easily one of the best decks to cross over from Master Rule 4 into the Link format, and in this profile as well as combo tutorial, I'm gonna show you why. So with all that being said, let's jump on in so I can show you how powerful ABC is. All right, now that we're here, I think I have to wait until it focus. Hi camera, I'm here, focus. I am so going to get my union worker on this. There we go. That is so much better. But one thing that I do love about this is that it's a union job, guys. With one card, you can make an ABC Dragon Buster as well as a Cyber Dragon Infinity, and it's going to require Union Hanger. In this particular deck, we run so many ways to get Union Hanger, and we have about an 80% chance of opening this card, which means you have a high chance of pulling off this combo. So the first thing you do is activate Union Hanger. You can add A or B, it don't matter. I'm gonna add A just to be a little saucy. Normal summon that A Assault Core, triggering Union Hanger. Equip the Union Driver and then activate its effect to banish itself. Equip a B Buster Drake and then activate B to special summon itself. Congratulations, you have A and B on the field, so we have to see how this works out. Get it? From here, we can use A and B for a link. Link summon into Union Carrier. I just noticed that that's a Union monster. It wasn't used in Union decks. ABC is the only good Union deck, so I guess there's that. Trigger the effect of B as Chainlink 1 and A as Chainlink 2. Players of old would normally get double B on their side of the field for double searches, but that wastes a B Buster Drake, which is an amazing top deck if you have Union Hanger on the field, and can be easily disrupted by Ash Blossom. This with A Assault Core as Chainlink 2, no Ash Blossom. Add Sea Crush Wyvern to your hand and then A will add B. Use the effect of Union Carrier to equip that Photon Orbital. Orbital will send itself to the graveyard. Add that Galaxy Soldier, and now you're starting to see what's gonna happen here. From here, Galaxy Soldier, pitch B, special summon Galaxy Soldier, activate its effect, add Galaxy Soldier, pitch C, special summon Galaxy Soldier, Exceed summon, Cyber Dragon Nova, Cyber Dragon Infinity, and now look what we have here. You banish A, B, and C to summon that ABC Dragon Buster. Now, it's purely optional, but you can attach that Union Carrier to that Cyber Dragon Infinity. If there's a Cyber Dragon player walking around, he might just lick his lips and contact your Union Carrier and your Infinity before even making a play. Then there's also just beefing up your Cyber Dragon Infinity and giving it an additional negation, however you want to do it. So that combo heavily plays in Nibiru. I'm gonna run that combo back, except show you a simpler way to avoid Nibiru. Now, you're not gonna get Cyber Dragon Infinity because we can't have everything, but you play around Nibiru, which is actually rising in popularity. So of course, we're gonna activate that Union Hanger, add A or B, it don't matter. I'm gonna normal summon A just to piss off the ABC community if they not cool with that. Equip the Union Driver, banishing the Union Driver. Equip B Buster Drake. Now that I think about it, I might have to speak to a Union rep because adding B would probably be the best way in case you get stopped. You got a card that actually searches another card, so you might be right there. B summons itself to the side of the field, and now you link summon, but unlike the last time, we won't use the effect of A, we'll just use the effect of B. In a lot of decks, players may add A or B or C to our hand, but in this particular deck, we'll add Heavy Mech Support Armor, which is an amazing follow-up card. Lastly, we'll use the effect of Union Driver, equip the C, and boom, bada bing, bada boom. Banish all 3 for an ABC Dragon Buster, all while playing around that Nibiru. So now that I've shown you the very basics of the ABC combo, now I can show you guys some spice. So for my next combo, guys, I'm going to be utilizing a card that no one plays. The card in choice is Frontline Base, and if you don't like Frontline Base, that's okay. But if you think Frontline Base is a trash Yu-Gi-Oh card but still play Silver, Gold, or Photon Thrasher, I mean, they're the same thing. Now, all three of those cards have their benefits and their downsides. I'm going to be showing you the benefit of Frontline Base over the gadgets and sometimes the Thrasher. Now, in this particular sequence, I'm going to add the Union Hanger, and I'm going to show you guys a really dope combo. Activate the Union Hanger to add B-Buster Drake, and then activate your Frontline Base. Use Frontline Base to special summon B-Buster Drake, or if you have Photon Thrasher, summon it to your side of the field, that works too. And then trigger the effect of your Union Hanger, equipping the Union Driver. Banish the Union Driver. This time around, we're going to equip B-Buster Drake. B-Buster Drake will special summon itself to the side of the field, and now we'll use both of these monsters for a link summon. We'll link off into our IB Masquerader, triggering both effects of Bs. The first B will add any ABC part. It doesn't matter if it's C or A. The second B will add the Heavy Mech Support Armor. This card's amazing. Heavy Mech Support Armor will normal summon, seeing that we have not done that just yet. We'll special summon the B-Buster Drake to our side of the field. We'll link off the B-Buster Drake and the Heavy Mech Support Armor into the Union Carrier and trigger the effect of B. B will add a C to our hand, and Union Carrier will do Union Carrier things. I'm gonna play through this. Photon Orbital, Graveyard, Galaxy Soldier, effect, pitch, summon, add, pitch, summon, exceed, Nova, Infinity, banish. You guys have formed a strong union and will continue on the heritage of that union with ABC Dragon Buster. But the underrated thing you can do here is attach. Sometimes you might want to do that depending on the situation. So in this particular sequence, we can unleash probably the most powerful Link monster in Blazing Vortex. Not only do we get a disruption with ABC Dragon Buster, we can trigger its effect, special summon, special summon, special summon. The effect of Union Hanger then activates. I'm gonna equip the B to the C. And the really cool thing is that we can use the effect of IP Masquerader to link off with our opponent's monster, as well as A, B, and C, or actually we could just, we'll keep the C. We'll link off these monsters and our opponent's monster. We will link summon into Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, which not only prevents our opponent from special summoning, we still have some effects to resolve. BB, I'll add CNA. CNA, get it? That's kind of funny. Our opponent's gonna need a CNA when we're done. And then of course A, we'll get that Heavy Mech Support Armor. Now in this particular sequence, I hope you guys can see that we still have our Photon Thrasher-like card in Frontline Base. We can use it to special summon the A Assault Core, and then we can link these two monsters off on our following turn. Cerberus, Phoenix, Lambda, it doesn't matter. Triggering the effect of C, we can special summon C again, or we can go ahead and add a Union monster to our hand and summon that one instead, depending on our chain order, and we still have Heavy Mech Support Armor to normal summon to our side of the field. Okay guys, and the last combo I want to show you is kind of like a perfect hand combo. It's really in a world of what ifs, but if you just so happen to draw any extender, any Union monster and Union Hanger, as well as Cyframe Gear Gamma, so again, it is a lot of cards to congest. But there's so many ways to get that, especially since we play cards like Pot of Disparity. And there's just, again, it can be any Union monster. This combo actually can pay off, and I'll show you why I play Cyframe Gear Gamma in the main deck while showing you a very explosive board. Again, it does look like a 4-card combo, but it's a lot more simpler and easier than it looks. So the first thing I'm going to do is activate Union Hanger. Hanger is going to get B-Buster Drake, and of course we'll Frontline Base that Drake to our side of the field. Drake will equip the Union Driver, banishing the Union Driver. I'll get the C Crush this time around. So this is where that Union Hanger, that Union monster really pays off. I'm going to special summon that C Crush and then link these two monsters off. Now, we don't necessarily need the Gamma in hand, but normally when you do link summon into Cyframe Lord Lambda, your opponent has to respect that card. Your opponent's not gonna want to drop any hand traps to a Cyframe Lord Lambda, because there is a potential for you to punish them with the Gamma and then keep on with your combo. So again, now you see why Gamma is in this particular sequence, but I also show you how it can still be very powerful at the end. So B and C's effect will activate. We'll first go ahead and add that heavy mech support armor, and then we'll special summon that A assault core. Now here's where it gets a little wonky. I'll normal summon that heavy mech support armor, and I'll use its effect to special summon P-Buster Drake. I'll use B and A for another link summon. We will link off into IP Masquerena, triggering the effect of B. I like to add A simply because A will add heavy mech support armor back from my graveyard to my side of the field, but I will banish A, B, and C. We'll special summon that ABC Dragon Buster and then use heavy mech to equip itself to the ABC Dragon Buster. We also can coincidentally make it unaffected by spells or monsters with that particular sequence. So in this particular sequence, as you guys can see, we have an ABC Dragon Buster that can discard this card to banish our opponent's card. We also have a Side-Frame Gear Gamma play, which can summon itself, as well as the Side-Frame Driver after negating an opponent's card. And then we can use IP Masquerena to either go into like the card that you've seen before, and we can actually use the effect of IP Masquerena to go into Underworld Goddess, provided our opponent has another card, or if we just wanted to, or we can go into a 4 Disruption Appaloosa Bowl of the Goddess, which will also allow us to, free this up to be able to special summon all 3 of these bad puppies back to our side of the field to use for link summoning on our opponent's turn. Well, that was pretty fun showing you guys some insane ABC combos. I know you are excited to see the deck profile and exactly how it work. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Starting off with the main board, the Union Workers consist of 3 copies of A Assault Core, 3 copies of B-Buster Drake, and of course, 3 copies of Sea Crush Wyvern. Now, some players have decided to run just 2 Assault Core and 2 Sea Crush Wyvern. I don't think that that's an incorrect idea, but what it does is it limits the opportunities for your Sea Crush Wyvern to be able to activate its effect, meaning that this is pretty much one of your best combo starters in extenders, doesn't get to use this effect as often as you would like. Now, in order to get the Union Workers to work, I do run 2 copies of Union Driver. That was really bad, I'll stop. I don't run Union Driver because of conventional wisdom. The old reason to run multiple copies of Union Driver was, oh, in case I draw one, then I'll have one in deck. No, we don't do that. I run Union Driver is because it is needed for your follow-up. Your most basic board ends on Cyber Dragon Infinity ABC Dragon Buster, but what do you do from there? In order for you to extend further, you actually do need the second Union Driver, equipping it through your Union Hanger and unauthorized reactivation. It's a very important card. I do run 1 copy of Heavy Mech Support Armor. If you guys mess with the TheCaliEffect Heavy, then you know that we have loved this card since day 1. My favorite effect about it is that it makes your monsters untargetable, which comes up a lot, and it is also a junk synchron, so things get heavy when this card is played. Just gotta keep with the puns, guys. Now, for the card that is out of the world with this deck profile, we play 3 copies of Galaxy Soldier, and just to keep it in orbit, we play 1 copy of Photon Orbital. Really happy that this card got its reprint in Legendary Duelist Season 2. Moving on to the hand traps that we play ourselves, we play quite a bit. 3 copies of Side-Frame Gear Gamma and the Driver. This deck can actually make Side-Frame Lord Lambda pretty easily, meaning that not only can we still have the Gamma Driver combo live on our opponent's turn, because we play IP, we can actually link off with the Driver, putting it back into the graveyard so we can use its effect again. 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 3 copies of Ghost Spell and Haunted Magic, and 2 Skullmeister. Now, before I decided to say yes to every imaginable hand trap in this deck, I actually played a trap-based variant, and I don't think that this is bad. ABC can actually capitalize on centralized game states, which your hand traps allow you to do that to your opponent, and I felt that this was actually a little better than the traps, but don't worry, these are actually in the sideboard. Moving forward, for these spells, we play 3 copies of Union Hanger, and of course the 1 Terraforming and 3 unauthorized reactivations. In this particular deck, we have an 80% chance to open Union Hanger or unauthorized reactivation, which means we'll have combo more often than not. Now, because this is post Blazing Vortex, we do run 3 copies of Prosperity. I actually bought a case of Blazing Vortex, and I'm excited to be streaming that on Twitch. Until then, these proxies will do. The reason why Prosperity is better than Desires in this particular deck is because we're looking for a particular card. That's Union Hanger, but at worst, unauthorized reactivation is a good consolation prize. Banishing 6 cards from the extra deck does hurt sometimes, but sometimes you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Without your Union Hanger. Now, the cool thing about Pot of Prosperity is that I think it's transformative for a lot of non-tier 1 decks, similar to how Pot of Extravagance was. This is one of them. It makes your Union Hanger ultra consistent. But of course, if you guys cannot afford it, then 3 copies of Pot of Desires. This deck is still fitted for Pot of Desires, so you still could play it inside of this deck and get away with it. Now next, we are playing 3 copies of Forbidden Droplets, another card that is uberly expensive. If you guys cannot afford Forbidden Droplets, there isn't a substitute for this card, but what you could do is play more hand traps, or I guess Forbidden Chalice that could work for you. You can also play Dark Ruler No Mores, or cards like extenders such as Photon Thrasher or Gold or Silver Gadget. Now I did make this a 42 card deck because I wanted to talk about this card. As you guys see in the combos, this card is actually pretty good. I do like that it allows you to free up your normal summon for heavy mech, and it is a very good expender. Again, if you guys aren't comfortable with this card, Gold and Silver Gadget or Photon Thrashers, or just completely cutting them, is on the table. That's it for the main deck though, as the ABC strategy will pull it off as easy as 1, 2, 3. Moving on to the extra deck, we run 1 copy of Underworld Goddess, 1 Apollosa, 1 Borreload, 1 Access Code Talker. If you can't afford Access Code Talker, no worries, you can play Borreload Dragon instead. 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Union Carrier, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, of course 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Cypher Lord Lambda, the Cyber Dragon Infinity package, and this should be 3 copies of ABC Dragon Buster. I just can't find my ABC Dragon Buster. Well, that's all that I have for the ABC deck profile. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, and if you really did, check out these awesome videos I have here. There's even an ABC live duel. I hope you are having a great day, and I'll catch you on the next video.